What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2Gs here, and the news in the Carti scene does not stop coming. And just today, Nascar Aloe stirred up controversy with this post here, where he publicly accused Carti of biting him with a video on Carti's new updated website, and I want to talk about it.
I can't lay, too busy trying to run it, I gotta live it, cause everything ain't guaranteed, it ain't promised to me, Gucci red my wallet, yeah, I'm feeling like a prophet, blast off like a rocket, watch I blast off like a rocket, where I'm from, yeah, you gotta stay solid, they be pocket watching, sorry about me falling.
Now, there is a lot to break down in this video aside from just this post, because this isn't the first time Aloe has quote-unquote beefed with Carti. So firstly, I want to break down who Nascar Aloe is, because he isn't that well known, so I'm sure some of you are wondering who he is. Secondly, I'm going to break down the incident in 2019 that created the problem between them and the beef, and then thirdly, break down the most recent news in regards to the website and Nascar's post. So Nascar Aloe is someone who has a very dedicated core fan base, and whose buzz has been building quite a bit over the last year or so. Although he switched up his look and he doesn't rock this hair anymore, he did grab a lot of attention earlier on in his career for this very punk inspired look, and he still carries that punk aesthetic, and his music shares this as well, with it being heavily influenced by the South Florida wave of people like XXXTentacion and that whole screamo rap distorted bass wave. Outside of this, he's also very edgy with his stunts, like him drinking bleach or drinking his own piss, which all kind of link in with that whole punk I don't give a F aesthetic and look. And although he hasn't been popping for very long, he has gained quite a loyal following. And it's also important to mention that Carti is also someone who is clearly inspired by the punk movement and aesthetic. However, whereas for Aloe, the punk inspiration comes through in his music as well, for Carti, the punk inspiration is more so in his aesthetics, imagery and art direction rather than a musical one. Now, having established that, we move on to what happened in October of 2019. There are several reports of what exactly went down that do differ slightly in the facts, because neither Carti or Aloe themselves ever publicly detailed exactly what happened, which led to the details of the story kind of trickling down through friends, and then from there the fans have kind of spread the story further, so naturally details do get lost in translation. But from what I've been able to research, this is a general gist of what happened. At an event in October last year, Nascar Aloe went up to Carti and asked him, "Are you punk?" To which Carti replied with yes, to which then Nascar for some reason replied with, "If you're punk, call me an Uber home," to which Carti didn't take lightly to and responded by calling his security team on Nascar to handle him. Now, I know what you're thinking, that entire story sounds ridiculous, sounds outrageous, and it sounds completely made up, like why would Nascar do this? But this definitely did take place, and it's a well documented event online, and people in the respective communities definitely know this happened because there was a lot of talk in the community about it. Further evidence is this tweet from Nascar Aloe himself on the night of the event, where he even added Carti saying, "I was just asking a question," of course referencing the question where he asked, "Are you punk?" Now, we don't know exactly what Nascar meant by asking Carti, "Are you punk?" My guess is that Nascar felt a way about Carti adopting the punk aesthetic. Maybe he felt Carti's punk aesthetic wasn't genuine, or felt like Carti was copying him with his looks or aesthetic, which either way would be a huge reach, because Nascar is far from the first person to take inspiration from punk in rap. And secondly, I don't think Carti is even looking to Nascar for inspiration, and I don't think there's any sort of evidence to prove that. But anyways, I digress. So ever since this event took place, there's always been talks of an underlying beef of sorts between Nascar and Carti, and it was always a known story within the respective communities, but we never really saw either of them speak about it or actually quote-unquote beef in a traditional sense. This then leads us to the aforementioned IG post right here. So quick recap, if you guys missed it yesterday, Carti updated his website to feature this video right here, which is him curb stomping a camera. This caught the attention of the Nascar Aloe community because his website has featured a video of him curb stomping a camera for quite some time. And Nascar clearly was a little irritated and irked by this, because he uploaded this video to his Instagram where he simply played the two videos back to back with the caption "ha ha." And reading between the lines of this post, and remember the incident I just told you that happened in October, I think Nascar is again suggesting that Carti copied him, this time with the website video featuring the curb stomping on camera. And again, I just kind of reiterate the same point, it's not like Aloe invented curb stomping a camera or anything like that, and I highly doubt Carti has even been on Nascar's website, let alone saw the video of him and decided to copy it. Plus, we know for a fact that this video of Carti was shot back in October because of this Instagram post in October from the night the video was recorded. And to me, Nascar making this video and then posting this video is just kind of corny and is a reach for attention. Following this, Nascar reposted a comment on his IG post kind of suggesting that it wasn't too deep, but to me, you wouldn't go to all this effort to make the video, post the video, and then keep the video up if you didn't feel some type of way and didn't want the attention from this. It's clear that between the incident back in October and then this post right here, Nascar feels some type of way towards Carti. Exactly why and what those feelings are, we're not sure because Nascar hasn't directly said it himself, but if I was to guess, it seems as though Nascar feels like Carti has copied him or something to that effect, which again, I don't think is true at all. And in terms of a proper full-fledged beef or something like that, I don't think we'll ever see Carti so much as acknowledge Nascar, because to be honest, with that post right there, Nascar seemed thirsty for attention and he clearly wanted the controversy from it, so Carti would just feed into it and make him more popular if he acknowledges him. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, that sums it up right there. Let me know in the comments who you guys got in this beef, what you guys think about Nascar Aloe's actions and all of that. Finishing off this video, I want to give a big shout out to Red Graham from my Instagram. He knows why. Shout out to him again. And if you guys don't follow your boy on Instagram, at yadiiiigg, you can see it on screen right now. Make sure to go follow and support your boy. Also, you can see my Carti, Uzi, Travis merch tees on screen. Link in the description to cop if you're interested. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new as well. And there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.